All right, hey guys, I was going to go over these little cheat sheets that I've made for the rooms, and I've actually changed them. That's why I haven't laminated them in the rooms, because they're going to change up some until I get it right, but I've just changed it again this morning. But anyhow, the goal with this is to be able to make sure in all our medical documentation that we have the chief complaint in clearly. The reason that that has to happen is with auditing purposes, if we don't have a very clear, concise chief complaint documented correctly, then we don't get, if we get audited, we have to pay back money because it's not correct. So you guys can read what a chief complaint is here. So then I give you examples of what's not a chief complaint, just one word, sentences, pain, MRI follow-up. When we did the Humana project, we noticed there was a lot of problems with high-risk nails coming in. So we can't put they are here for nail trimming or callus trimming. We're not even going to put not high-risk nail care is not appropriate. The reason why that's not appropriate is there were a lot of patients coming in for high-risk nail care. We ended up doing calluses for them and it never got changed. So instead of using that terminology, we're going to use terminology which is over here. They present for scheduled high-risk foot care. That incorporates everything. And then we have to say related to the medical history of why they qualify for high-risk foot care. The caveat to that is if somebody's coming in for nail care related to mycotic, thickened fungal nails with pain, then that's not high-risk foot care. They're coming in for painful mycotic nails. So that would be one thing that you would have to be different from what I'm presenting here. It's also important as a reminder here when we're documenting calluses in objective, we can't just put right, second, third digit. We have to put the actual location on the toe. The reason why is if the calluses form because of nail that caused the callus, then we can't bill for that. But as we know, that doesn't happen really at all, or very, very unlikely to happen. So when you put right, second, third digit, in an auditor's mind, they're going to say, well, that potentially could be caused by the nail, and we're not covering that. So if we have very specific documentation and location, that's important. If it's the distal end of the toe, most of the time those are caused because of having hammer toes and contracture. So we need to make sure that's documented if that is actually the case. Now, in some cases, like at the distal end of the hallux, that's not the case, and it's not caused by the nail either. And for that, we'll just have to, tell them it's not caused by the nail. So then some examples of the acceptable chief complaints here, and I'll put that down here because would be presents for high-risk foot care related to medical history of diabetes or vascular disease, presents for follow-up of heel pain. When they're coming in for orthotics, it would be like a fitting. We have to put in there the actual reason they're getting the orthotic too. So they present for follow-up of forefoot pain and fitting of custom orthotics. Or if it's low back pain and fitting of custom orthotics. Or, whatever the case is, same for follow-up. They're not coming in just for an orthotic follow-up. They're coming in to see if their heel pain's better. And we're doing a follow-up. Same for MRI findings. If they have MRI of the left ankle, it's for a reason. Maybe they have a suspected tear of the plantar fascia. So they present for a follow-up of ankle pain or heel pain and review of MRI findings. The only time we can put labs in, they present for review of abnormal labs. Now, as you guys know, most of the time the lab stuff is like the vitamin assessments or whatnot. So that would be, they present for follow-up of neuropathy and to review labs related to neuropathy and potential vitamin deficiency or something like that. You guys can see the other ones on here. If it's a father or mother, parent reports child has wart on the foot. And then the other thing would be the HPI. And the HPI is just all the things that you guys already do right now, just saying how long it's been there, what the quality is, what they've done to make it better. And so all those things like you guys know to do. Eventually what we need to do is get a template of the chief complaint HPIs and then convert all our notes over to those. That way we can be really compliant and make sure when we're auditing them ourselves that we're in good shape. So hope this makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. Thanks. Bye.